the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know when Mace, Pops, and Dave win. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot. You'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred. Meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter rock. Turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space it out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin. Subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years, so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. We're leaving the kings of all crowns. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space it out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Ready, set, steady, back. Then jump.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. This fielded at the 2. Nifty move. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Six, right there, 56. Coming to you.
They start the drive with Cook. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down now, it's Cook. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
To throw is Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3-and-out. They'll run on first down. Cook. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. On the ground, it's Cook. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Hey, we're good.
Now Cousins. Over the middle here to Rudolph. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Fourth down, Cousins looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Mike 54.
Let's go.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards, the final tally. The first carry now. This is Williams. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Williams. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings' 27.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. They run. It's Williams. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. On the carry, it's Cook. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
And it's 3rd down.
Hey, you got 3 down. Hey, watch number 30.
Hey, Charlie.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it. And he got it. Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Protein spill.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Check 13. Check 13.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got
Throwing, Cousins. And that will be incomplete. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, there defensively to make the play.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Hey, let's get off the field, dude.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. And it is incomplete. It was Tyrann Mathieu, the Honey Badger, there to knock it away. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. Right? There's no doubt about it. People wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscored. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the be aggressive chant behind him, and he listened to it.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes complete, the tight end Kelsey. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 17-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now a 1st down carry here for McCoy. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. They'll try and run it with McCoy. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. They do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
But, writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. To throw on 2nd and 6. Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Where you at? Who's that? Is that yours? Who's that?
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go. 57 colors. Undercrunch. 50, yellow.
54.
Now Mahomes. This is caught. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. LaShawn McCoy. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Vikings, nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. Hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards, first down, Vikings. A first down throw for Cousins. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, foxtrot.
Final play of the half. Cousins nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
What's going on in the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
From the 30 on second down, Mahomes. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now Cook. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the 36, Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
Let's make these babies crawl all the way back home.
They run again on first down. Cook. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On second down now, it's Cook. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Now a run with Cook. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
At the 8-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
On second down, this is Madison. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
They'll run for it with Cook. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They try again with Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are back within a single score. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Chiefs 14, Vikings 7.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Throwing on second down, Mahomes into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. He was looking for Watkins that time.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
From the 22, Cousins into a double team, and it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in a game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
They run it with McCoy, and they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, numb the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Attacking, attack! Jumper. Watch the ship. Hey.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Attack!
You can't block me. You can't smoke.
55's my guy, 55.
Looking to throw on second down. Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 38-yard line.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner, and with good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They run it again with Cook. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins. And this is Cook with a grab. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Now Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. They'll run it with Madison, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. On 1st and 10, Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are back within a single score. Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 28-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Blue down.
Spins away. Mahomes going to fire this out wide to Hill. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On first down, it's Williams. The tackle goes there to Linval Joseph. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll keep it on the ground. Williams. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Yellow. I got one lady. Watch the curl. Right side.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And the play clock about to expire. Andy Reid notices it and takes a timeout. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. One last shot now for Cousins. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get this off my chest. Oh, I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstay it, your thoughts are never everything you want till when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You on the Christ when the breath on the set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak. I'm the sick in the head. Come on. Come on. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get this off my chest. Oh, I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off.
I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff to act like I don't know no bill. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, how about it? How about it? You want it, you have it, you got it. Go snatch it, skirt the lot. Go ahead, jump it, how about it? How about it? Rep for your bro, for your poster, popping your projects. Pain driven, itching, drumming. Look how far we coming. Heartbeat on the streets, you can do it.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Jahan, 180.
Check 53. What we got? What we got? What we got?
He finds his man Johnson. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Jahan, 180.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back to the offense. Let's go.
Can't.
Throwing on second down, Cousins. And Diggs has it. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Let's go. One.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Watching that play unfold or watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. On second down, Cook. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
That cute stuff ain't working.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Jahan, 180.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Good route here. Hey, Steve 6. Where's Jahan?
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And Cook has it, left side. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Bring up 48.
Mike, 53.
4th down, Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort, but on 4th down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort picking up the first.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward. They just saw a great effort there. They want to make sure it pays off.
Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Tried to go back again to Adam Thielen, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Cousins gives way to Cook. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long.
Hey, we're good.
56 to Mike, boys. Check 56.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 14.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
From the red zone now, Cousins. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Frank Clark. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Cook running right, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That second down play nets a -4.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
53 fly. Check 53 fly.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill, and he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. We're scoreless after 1. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
43! 43!
Williams. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
36-yard line.
From the 36, Mahomes is going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. Here we go with Williams. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Mahomes now on 1st down. And this is caught by Watkins. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Flush to his right. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Shamar Stephen able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football, Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
They will face a 2nd and 9 now following the penalty.
Yellow.
Now here's Mahomes. And the pressure gets to him again. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him.
So once again, they dial up the pressure and get home and get a sack. It brings up a 3rd and long, but it's really not an unmakeable one, especially considering they just gave up back-to-back sacks.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. They go play fake. Mahomes. This is caught. Watkins. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. From 21 yards away, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 6 there on first. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Rudolph on the receiving end from Cousins. On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert. They run. Cook. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Cousins. And this one complete to Smith. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Here's Cousins. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the first down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Cousins to throw for it on 4th. He's got Smith here. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10, and he's 6 of 7 now on this drive. Cousins the thrower. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, and he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock, and he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, 43, 15.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
15. Back.
Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
Yellow.
Check. Watch 54. Watch the curl.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And a throw there going to be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Sherrill's on the return. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll get 34 yards there. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Cousins on target to Diggs. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 12.
Gun.
I got him. That's me.
Again, it's Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the 1st down. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll run for it. Cook. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Nice 7. Let's go. 54. Mike 54. All right, T. Let's. All right, T.
Back near his goal line. Here's Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Danielle Hunter picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch QB's up. Watch QB's up.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd and 7, Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Gun!
Here's a quick throw to Thielen. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Out of bounds at the 16-yard line. It's brings up second.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the 16, Cousins. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Cook with a first down and much more. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
The Chiefs take over first down 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Following the interception, Cousins. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Third and long for Cousins. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down.
53. Hey, 2.
Now Cousins on fourth down. And Diggs has it. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Right here, right here. Kill.
They run it again with Williams. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Hey, yellow. On your little lady. Yellow. Hey, watch that.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep. This is caught inside the 15. A gain of 37.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st down in field goal range already. They'll run on 1st down. It's Williams. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Back to throw. Mahomes. Being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? 3rd and goal.
Check, 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 check. Kill.
Yellow.
Kill.
Hey, yellow, hey, go gun.
Check 25. Check 25.
Right side.
They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. No gain on the play. And what to do now on 4th and goal?
4th and goal.
That's it, baby. That's it. Big hit.
So a big one coming now for Harrison Butker. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And they're not going to get the kick off in time. That's going to set him back 5 yards. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. Butker's kick here is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't got gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad being pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more Modesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, that make pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number saved, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Ay, 16 cars in my front yard. Ay, 30 on my wrist, while I point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ay, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she want it like me, cause I blame she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, while I point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
Get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm putting in 10, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up, I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to